My name is Jean Detsky, and I certainly believe that the world has changed.
They're slightly hard of hearing and depend on canes and walkers, but dozens of women with neatly styled silver hair in their 80s, 90s, and 100s are determined to be heard.
You can't leave it up to someone else. If something is important, you have to do it.
Some of the things that are happening are very difficult for us to swallow.
I get sick when I think about it.
Many of these women are grandmothers. They're also activists working to protect human rights and values.
If we don't fight for our daughters, our granddaughters, and our great-granddaughters, who's going to do it?
The 50 women last month laced up their tennis shoes and marched through the halls of Seacrest Village retirement home.
It was so inspiring.
Because there was such a spirit here.
Their signs read, "Our rights are not up for grabs," and "Let's be an example for the world."
Well, I've seen a lot of marches in my lifetime, but this is one of the most significant marches that I can remember.
It was so significant that a picture about the women marching went viral on Twitter.
This has caused quite a stir.
Now they're taking part in the national post-march initiative of 10 actions in 100 days. They've armed themselves with pens and postcards.
I have always expressed myself with paper and pen.
Much more effective than Twitter, says 102-year-old Eve Rosenberg.
I don't tweet, toot, or anything else.
They're writing to their elected representatives to express concerns over President Trump's executive orders and plans.
What I'll write on the next one is that we have to take care of these refugees.
Dear Congressman Issa, I'm from Encinitas, California, 92024, and I'm concerned about Medicare, Social Security, and Medi-Cal.
I'm going to write that I want to protect our rights, that our democracy is very dear.
Their inspiration comes from a lifetime of witnessing historic protests and movements, from civil rights and anti-war to abortion and labor rights. Barbara Appleby says she's done a lot of marching through the decades.
In college, I was vote for solidarity and came home and I thought my father was going to throw me out of the house.
Appleby spent 30 years in New York teaching English to immigrants. At times, there were as many as 24 countries represented in her class. She's disheartened over Trump's stance on immigration.
And to stop immigration for whatever reason he has is just un-American.
86-year-old Dee Rudolph can't stop thinking about the uncertain future of Syrian refugees. She says the crisis echoes the Holocaust.
There's no place for them to go in this world. My God, it just brought it all back.
Many recounted growing up during the Great Depression. Eve Rosenberg says severe poverty instilled in her the need to support one another.
So you understand what it means when you are at the bottom of the heap and you need a hand, somebody to help you get up.
The women say they've seen the country come too far and they won't allow it to take a step back.
We fought too hard and too much.
Not everyone at the retirement home opposes the new administration.
You know, this is a democracy. Some are for, some are against. And their voices are just as strong as ours.
Out of respect for conservative residents, the women have agreed no politics at the dinner table. Susan Murphy, KPBS News.